Are you struggling to make your Angular application crawlable and shareable on social media? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into server-side rendering with Angular and ASP.NET Core Web API. I completely understand your frustration. Many developers face the challenge of ensuring their web applications are optimized for search engines and social media sharing. It's a common hurdle, but we're here to tackle it together. Here's the specific question we're addressing. One user asked how to make their Angular application, built with ASP.NET Core Web API, crawlable and shareable on platforms like Facebook and Twitter. They want the URL to remain consistent when shared. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's the issue here? The user is looking to implement server-side rendering to ensure their application is indexed correctly by search engines and that social media platforms can read the necessary metadata. This is crucial for visibility and engagement. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a powerful tip that can enhance your application's performance even further. To implement server-side rendering with Angular and ASP.NET Core, the user should first install the necessary packages. This includes Angular Universal and the ASP.NET Core middleware for rendering Angular applications. Next, the user needs to set up the server-side rendering in their ASP.NET Core application. This involves modifying the startup class to include the necessary middleware for Angular Universal. Now, the user should create a server-side entry point for Angular. This is typically done in a file named server.ts, where the user will set up the express server to handle requests and render the Angular application. Finally, the user should ensure that the application is properly configured to handle routes and serve the correct content for social media sharing. This includes setting up meta tags dynamically based on the route being accessed. Fun fact, did you know that server-side rendering can significantly improve your website's SEO? It's true. Search engines love fully rendered pages. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggests using HTML5 style URLs instead of hash-based URLs in Angular. This allows for better sharing on social media. For each URL you want to share, you need to render the entire page on the server to return the correct HTML. To enable server-side rendering, avoid using useHashTrue. You can hardcode HTML in your controller action to return the pre-rendered HTML. This method allows you to serve the Angular application without relying on Razor views. If you prefer not to use ASP.NET MVC features, consider hosting your Angular Universal app with server-side rendering on a Node.js server, while hosting your ASP.NET Web API separately. This is a common practice. That's the end of that answer. Let's see another perspective. An alternative approach suggested by a user is to return the HTML directly from your ASP.NET Core controller. This method allows you to serve pre-rendered pages effectively. In this method, you can access the request features to construct the absolute URL and then use the pre-renderer to generate the HTML content. This allows for seamless integration with your Angular application. Here's that powerful tip I promised. Regularly update your Angular and ASP.NET Core versions to take advantage of the latest features and improvements in server-side rendering. And there you have it. With server-side rendering, your Angular application can be both crawlable and shareable. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.